nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes of the last meeting?
Yes.
Any additions or corrections? Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the last minutes for the last meeting.
Kathy made a motion to approve. Shirley second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of claims and payroll as presented. Brooke made a motion to approve claims and payroll. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Kathy second. All in favor? Opposed? Abstained.
Okay.
And
anything on the white illumination project?
unfortunately, your surgeon wasn't able to go last night, and I haven't yet seen the minutes from the meeting, so I'm not aware of what happened in the meeting.
Did Aaron get a hold of you?
Yes, I think they've got arrangements verbally set. They'd gone through the bidding process and didn't have somebody to buy it at appraised value. The one behind G2, and I need to draw up a purchase agreement for those terms and a deed.
Safe passage proclamation. Gina?
So we were sent an email from Safe Passage, and they are wanting to make a proclamation for August, the Safe Passage Month. So they're asking the town of Brookville to participate and make that proclamation. So she sent the sample.
Any questions on the proclamation for Gina? Do you want to read the proclamation?
Sure. Whereas Safe Passages has provided support services for domestic and sexual violence victims and their children since 1997, the nonprofit serves an average of 1,300 victims and their children in Dearborn, Ohio, Ripley, Franklin, Switzerland, and Jefferson counties per year. 16,000 victims and their children have been held by Safe Passages over the past 25 years. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 6 men will be victim at some point, and the need for services continues. Whereas Safe Passages has a 30-bed shelter, a toll-free text and call helpline with live support 24/7, 365, and services for those needing support in the community, including safety planning, legal advisory, medical accompaniment, education, support group, and resource referrals. Whereas all services are free, voluntary, and confidential. A Safe Passage satellite office exists in Franklin County on Main Street to better serve local clients. Whereas the Safe Passage preservation programming is provided to build assets, teach youth about healthy relationships, and deliver consent and bystander education. Prevention and coordination is available in Franklin County to best serve local schools to help prevent the cycle of violence. Now, therefore, on behalf of all the special guests here today, and in honor of the 25 years of local service, it says curse words on board, Council President of the Town of Brookville, do hereby recognize the month of August 2022 as Safe Passage Month in the Town of Brookville, and invite all citizens to duly know this occasion, dated this 19th day of July 2022.
Is there a motion to approve the proclamation as read?
I'll make a motion to approve the proclamation.
Kathy made a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Shirley seconds. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. INDOT Street Sweeping contract.
So the street department has a street sweeping contract for 3.6 curb miles on US 52 there through Main Street. The old contract was outdated, so we needed to renew. It took a little time to get that accomplished, but finally we have a contract for 48 months, the time period from July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2026. The state agrees to pay the town $360 per curb mile per year for a total of $1296 per year. And then they have to clean it at least 2 times per year. So basically, if this contract is approved, Brent gives me dates that they do the street sweeping, and then I submit those invoices to INDOT.
Any questions? Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the INDOT street sweeping contract.
Brooke made a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Kathy seconds. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Next up, sidewalk application.
So Beverly Houston at 1106 Fairfield Avenue submitted a sidewalk replacement program application. Tim did take a look at the application and configure the town's costs. He did say he thought that some of the driveway that was included on her portion, he made sure not to include that. So I think he made some notes on that 3rd page there. But the very last page, he's got quotes for the portion of the sidewalk and the portion of the 6-inch drive approach, and the total town share would be $778.
Any questions? Is there a motion to approve the application for Beverly Houston, the town share being $778?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Brooke made a motion to approve. Is there a second?
A second.
Kathy seconds. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Pool lighting?
I had the couple managers and then some employees at the pool talk to me about the lighting in the parking lot when they're leaving. It gets dark, of course, as the summer goes on. It gets a little later, it's gonna get darker. I think there was a conversation maybe last year as well. So I just wanted to kind of bring that up and ask for guidance really as to what kind of lighting I should be looking for in the parking lot over there.
Do you think that's installed to help?
I don't know, maybe pointing in that's kind of what I thought too.
Like, so you're talking about the parking lot in front of the building?
Yeah.
I think last year's conversation was the spotlights near the cameras.
Which I think that was still part of the conversation, but I was more concerned with, and I think they were too, about the lighting in the parking lot.
Fair.
So I wouldn't have any idea. I mean, we can try spotlights, I guess.
I just thought about spotlights, so they would be motion activated and
Sure.
walked out to the parking lot, but I'm obviously open to other ideas.
I think you could try the spotlights first, and then if they're still not sufficient, maybe try a pool light, but I think we should try the spotlights first.
Okay.
Do you think we could order one?
Sure.
Try it out, and then if it's great, we can get
Order more?
If not, we can return it.
Yep.
Again.
Sure can.
Is that good, Jessica?
That's good, guys. Thanks. Sorry.
Community Crossings Matching Grant Application 2022-2.
So Brent has been working with HWC Engineering on the application for the 2022-2 call. And the second pages are the streets. Progress Street, 4th Street to 5th Street, 4th Street, Progress Street to 47 feet west of US 52, 5th Street, Progress Street to 51 feet west of US 52, and Franklin Avenue, 3rd Street to 5th Street. The total work from HWC, this is just the cost estimation, was $264,447.80. The town of Brookville would be matching 25% of that. So the letter we prepared to submit with the application, should it meet your approval, the town's portion would be $66,111.95.
Any questions for Gina? Is there a motion to approve the application for the 2022-2 grant application?
I'll make the motion to approve the CCMG funds for sidewalks.
Kathy made a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Oh, actually,
Shirley seconds. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Main Street. Brian, are you doing anything?
Yeah, so just got a few bullet points, I think, you guys.
Do you want to go up to the?
Sure.
Oh. Can you just press the button on the microphone? It should turn on.
That's the technology. Is that working?
Yes.
All right. So I've just got a couple points this evening, just here as president of Main Street Brookville. I'm going to talk about Main Street Brookville really quickly. Founded in 2003, kind of started as a revitalization program for this town, and has kind of come full circle as a revitalization program again. Kind of got off track in for the past 10 or 15 years, kind of those middle years of being known as just doing events. But from the national directors and then Main Streets, all the way down to where we are, we've kind of come full circle back to a revitalization group. So we're one of 24 Indiana accredited Main Streets, and we are going to take the next level for national accreditation as well as part of this Preserving Main Street grant. So just a little bit about us, and one of the most recent things that I need to update tonight is that the Brookville Historic District was essentially recorded by the U.S. National Register back in 1975. John Newman and Eric Gilbertson submitted the original Brookville Historic District nomination. Certainly in 1975 till now that needed to be updated. So we've taken that critical step as far as the commercial and residential building owners in the Brookville Historic District. And that project is now complete. Main Street, Brookville, through a grant from the Franklin County Community Foundation, has been able to pay for that work to be done. So the other reason I'm here this evening is to request to present to the Budget Committee when the Budget Committee gets together. I'm not sure of your timing, but as we talked over the last year plus about making Main Street a line item on the town's budget. We have stats and guidelines and things like that are offered by Indiana Main Street and the National Main Street Associations and other municipalities that have gone down this same path and had great success with it. So what I would like to do tonight is just give Gina the packets to give to the Budget Committee, and then just request to be able to present when that time comes.
Sounds good.
I can take it.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's all.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then speaking of Main Street, we did have our update with Okra and the Main Street Board Foundation and other stakeholders. Ratio of designs is about 75% done.
Yeah, that's accurate.
With their initial building walkthroughs for the selected, the shortlisted property owners. And then we'll be moving towards the next step to begin the construction phase, which would be exciting. So it's moving along. Is this from Tim, Gina?
Yes. the quote from B&L Anderson? Yes. Tim sent an email this afternoon. Inside the wastewater plant, they had a return activated sludge chart recorder stopped working. B.L. Anderson came in and looked at the chart and said the motor is bad. Unfortunately, it cannot be repaired, obviously, so they gave him a quote for a new recorder. The cost is $4,573.60. So he's asking for approval to purchase the new recorder.
Any questions?
Looks like he had another quote and that salesman couldn't beat the price for B&L Anderson, so.
Motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the quote from B.L. Anderson for repairs at the wastewater plant.
Kathy made a motion to approve the quote from B.L. Anderson for $45.73.60. Is there a second? Brooke, second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Indiana Destination Development Corporation.
I got an email, I just got this email today, and it looks like it was our draw, I believe, from the grant. I honestly didn't have time to go to in depth with the email yet, with everything going on, taking care of the surgery and all that, but I just wanted the board to have, I actually had to put these off for me. It looks like we're going to need to approve the first draw. Is that what you read to, Gina?
Yeah, is he completed, it said prior to unveiling, so is he completed with the,
He's got, okay.
It's
So
done?
Bill Zimmer has their design approved, and now it's in the building process. It should
Okay.
be built ready to install, I believe, in September.
okay. The way I understood that email that you had sent, when they're ready to install, we submit that first
So this week's
draw.
to submit this.
Right. And also, I will be doing an additional appropriation for this to DLGF, just to let them know. It's more of a reporting of grant funds than anything, so.
I appreciate you.
Yep.
No action on this.
I think it's just more for information at this point.
It's like keeping one.
Anything else tonight, Brooke?
I don't have anything.
Jess?
I'm good.
Gina?
No.
Anything tonight?
Anything tonight to do?
Oh, no.
I have nothing.
Kathy?
No.
Greg?
I've got a couple things to go on. We got a couple things to go on for the next meeting. One is to update the sort of the nuisance ordinance and or the public health ordinances as far as long-term storage, where people are having storage left out, and we may want to. Was going to put together a draft of that. We're having some issues with that. And then the other thing I wanted to bring up potentially is to go through both the handbook and the board policy as far as updating the reporting chain for how communication goes back and forth from the town board with employees to make sure that that's all spelled out and there's a clear chain of command in place as far as who reports. I think there's been various attempts at that over the years, but I think what's happening in practice may not be there in writing. So I want to go through and get that updated.
Anything else?
Don't think so.
Before we close, I have 4 different conflict of interest disclosures out of abundance of caution. I have the Preserving Main Street grant. So I have, as a realtor, I have past and current clients who are eligible for the Main Street Board or the Main Street Preserving Main Street grant. So I'm disclosing that. For the sale of the building tomorrow, the old street department, I have a business partner who's expressed interest in bidding on it. I also have a past client that will be bidding on it. the current police department, preemptively disclosing that I also have a business partner and I also have a real estate investment company that's interested in purchasing the real estate. I also have a client that's expressed interest in purchasing the real estate. And then finally, for the former Zimmer building, one of the subcontractors for Greg Lawrence is my brother. And then our company will also be a subcontractor for that building as well. That's it. Gina, I will file these with you, and if you could file those with the clerk
Yep.
of the county. Anything for the public regarding the agenda tonight? Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Kathy made a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Yeah.
Sure, second. All in favor?